Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with me Shruti Vashisht from livingourascension.com. So happy 2022 or 2022 and this video is going to be some predictions that we have for ascending souls. So in particular these predictions are for those souls who are on the path of service, who are ascending, who are moving into the fifth dimensional vibration or have already moved there. And so what are we really landing in this year and what potentials are active right now and possible. So that's what we're going to be speaking about, the highest potential that you can manifest. So if you would like to hear about that, then keep watching this video, stay tuned, give this video a thumbs up. That's how I get to know what kind of videos you'd like to watch from me. And please check out some sales that I have going on my courses. It's a 50% sale for the new year, so you can avail of that. So just check them out below this video. Okay, so if you're not subscribed to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe as well. And now we will begin with the predictions. So let's just get on with it. The first one is that this is the year of the partial dawn. So I got this image of a beautiful sun that is just moving out of the shadow. So it's kind of like, you know how we have the eclipses, and often the eclipses are represented as it's difficult to explain. I'll just show you what I drew. It's a really bad drawing, but this is like the darkness, and the sun is just emerging out of that. It's like it's coming out of the shadows, it's coming out of being eclipsed, it's coming out of the darkness. Now there's darkness, you can interpret it in many different ways. Like the past years we've been through a lot on the planet, so we're moving out of that as well gradually, the dark night of the soul period. But you can also see it as a time of empowerment, which is also what the dark represents. The higher potential of the darkness is empowerment. So why it's called the partial dawn, I'm going to explain that. It relates to the golden age, the dawn of the new age, the Aquarian age that everybody's talking about, which is, the age of enlightenment, the age of basically just the fifth dimensional potential of the earth. And we are moving into that already now in 2022. But it will be in a more partial way, and I'll explain how. So what the messages that I got were that we will be working in small groups to come into our new roles. So you may have had certain roles your whole life, or like let's say the job that you have, or even if it's not your whole life, in recent years, this is what you've been focusing on, the more physical aspects of your life, the relationships, the jobs, all of that stuff. These are the different roles that you play in society. Well, you are moving out of that and you're coming into your new roles. And you've been hearing me say that, over the past few years, but this year it becomes quite physical. Like you start to see it manifesting again. It's a partial dawn, so you'll see that it's landing, it's taking root, and things are actually beginning. So before this year, I spoke about the fact that these potentials are landing. You're getting to see stuff happening. Maybe you're meeting people and you're seeing that this is what I can co-create with them together. You're talking about it, there's enthusiasm. But this year there's physical action that is there. So it's the next stage, which is a really exciting stage. Of course the final stage is always action, but the action doesn't necessarily fully take root, because this is the year where you begin it, and then you'll improvise, you'll play with it and all of that stuff. So in this year we'll be working in small groups. Ascending souls will be working in small groups to come into our new roles. We'll be discovering what these new roles really are. So these could be abilities that you have. For example, you're meeting people who will be your key players on the new earth. And I made another video about this. I forget which gateway it was, the Pleiadian gateway, I think. I'll link it up here. But I made a video about the fact that you're meeting your key players now, the people who will be helping you, with your mission on the new earth. And so Spirit was saying to me that we'll be working in these small groups and we'll be coming into our new roles. Perhaps the first half of the year, maybe even less than half of the year, we're still playing out some of our old roles, but we're slowly letting go. First psychologically, then physical things start to happen. Maybe you're signing a new contract, maybe you're something is changing in your life. You've decided to quit a job, or a relationship is dissolving or changing somehow. Your partner is also changing and becoming more spiritual. I don't know, there can be so many possibilities that play out. But you're going to be seeing that the first half of the year, perhaps some of the old is still there and you're sort of gradually moving out of it. But the second half of this is the full implementation. So you will have come into your new role. At least this is the higher potential. So it doesn't mean that if we absolutely do nothing and we're one of those people that believes that somebody else is going to come and save us and do stuff for us, then that's not living your highest potential. It's not choosing your highest potential. But for those of us who feel like we've been doing everything that we can, but at the same time the higher potential has been taking a while to manifest. It's like because we came in with this new energy, the volunteer souls, this higher consciousness, and the consciousness of the planet is, especially of the masses, is rising gradually in comparison. So for those souls, of course, it will feel like the beginning of a new life, and that there's action that's finally happening, like you finally have support. So whatever those things that you are good at, that you have realized as your magical abilities in the past few years, decades, whatever, you'll be coming together with others in a new role, and you'll be discovering what that new role is. Because, for example, I may know that I'm capable of making these videos, I'm capable of doing certain types of channeling, healing in certain ways, certain types of higher art within myself. But when I meet somebody else who can support me in some way, let's say they come from a more marketing side of things, or they have some other abilities that are there. Maybe I like to sing and somebody else plays an instrument. These are just very basic examples. So these opposite type of people coming together, but they are also new souls. They are also souls that are here to serve the planet. So in small groups, we'll be coming together, but these will be the exact souls that are quite aligned. There's also the different types of support that we find on the planet. There's the support, for example, that I find from my parents, who are not here to serve as such. They're not on the path of ascension, but they're serving in a way that they're supporting me, for instance. So this is a different thing, because their vibration is different. So that's also a support. But I'm talking about coming together in small groups with other ascending souls, so those who are also on the same path and hold a fifth dimensional vibration, or are getting there. So this is how new life begins, and it'll be humble usually. It's in small ways. It's not always that something really massive that you achieve together, but it'll be so aligned, and it'll be exactly what is needed, and it'll be this great sense of fulfillment that you're exactly on the right path. So you got to remember that you are the pioneers, you are the suns. The sun archetype that you saw coming out of the eclipse, the dark period, this is also you. The sun is lighting up from within you. So you have to remember that and keep going, because in your external, in the masses, you won't see so much acceleration and movement, because obviously you hold a higher vibration, generally speaking. So you have to keep going. You have to remember that sun from within you. So remember this archetype of the sun coming out of the dark night of the soul period, being more empowered, remembering again what it is, its true power, how it truly shines in a new way, in a new setting. It can shine anywhere if it knows what it is. So that is you, and remember that sun from inside of you, whether you feel it in your heart or in the solar plexus, it doesn't really matter. So work with that archetype this year. And yeah, so again, I've written here that it will be work this year, 2022. It will be work to achieve what you want, those new aims, establishing the new structures on the earth, your new businesses, small businesses, your new relationships that are actually these soulmate relationships, or whatever it might be. It will be work, but feel the source from moving within you, and let that guide you. Let the guidance come from there rather than these structures that you've seen before. Okay, so that was the first point, and I have two more points in this video for you about predictions for 2022. So the second one is that there's new intelligence landing in humans. What this means is that the humans, meaning in the masses, the common man, is also changing, because they've been through a dark night of the soul period. It's actually been a blessing in disguise, this disease and whatever. It was our dark night of the soul period for the whole planet, because humans weren't voluntarily stepping in to change themselves. So change came externally and kind of shook them up. But even if it's little, the fact that it happened all over the masses, it's so widespread, that also changes consciousness to a large degree, in the sense that even if it's a small change in every human, but it's each human So that's a huge change as well, a huge shift in consciousness. So because of that, there is new intelligence that is landing in humans, where there is more balance of the divine masculine and feminine. They have courage, they have more courage, because they were used to living in their comfort zone, and this is what it is, this is how jobs work, this is how that works, this is how relationships work. And recently, they got shook up and everything. So now there is more courage to live outside of their comfort zone, mainly because they had no choice. So something moved them out of their comfort zone, and now it feels a bit more familiar to be able to do that, to be able to take risks. And also there is more heart as well. So of course there's going to be lots of humans that are living in fear as a result, so they've gone in the opposite direction too. As you know, there's a split of the worlds that happens. That's why so many souls also passed on, because their vibrations weren't matching with how the earth is changing. So, and there's no judgment in that, there's actually nothing negative about it. It's just that they will co-create in another planet, on another planet, in another dimension. So the vibrations of the masses is also changing, whether we realize it or not. And some more people in the masses will sort of they went through a dark night of the soul period, and perhaps they're even still going through it. But those that have sort of emerged or are coming out are going through a period of solitude. So most of you watching this video, perhaps you're watching ascension videos because you've been through this yourself, the dark night of the soul period, or you are in it. So there's always the dark night of the soul that happens, where there's all of our fears come up to the surface, and everything is purged and released, everything we're scared of. And then after that, there's a period of solitude, or even during, where we need to withdraw from the world a little bit and spend time by ourselves, go inside. So it's an internal focus for a few years, months, weeks, whatever it might be. And so that is what a lot of humans will be going through now. Whether they're able to verbalize it or not, this is what they're going through after coming out of recent events. And so some more in the masses will be able to do this, to focus internally. So if you remember all of these years, the souls that are ready, the souls that are ascending, that have already hit the 5th dimensional vibration, it's like we were waiting, almost like, I'm ready, I hold this level of purity, this level of power. Now where are the relationships that match me? Where is the career that matches me? Where is my mission? That's all I want to do. And of course your mission was always there, but it was a bit more quiet, it was a bit more internal, it was a bit more about just holding the light wherever you are, being a pillar and changing the energy around you. But now, because there's more humans doing that, there's more of the masses, even if they're not at the same level, there's more that have been through the dark night of the soul. They're focusing more internally. So internal focus is always gathering light. It's getting into the light that you are. It's coming into the love that you are as well. So since more humans are able to do that, now you are sort of released from that role, and you can move away to more action-based roles, where things will move a bit faster. Again, not the full potential, because it's the partial, what's the word? The partial dawn, the partial rise of the sun, partial rise of the golden age. So you move on to purer pastures. There's the deeper layers of the grid that you support. So if you imagine that we all are pillars of light, where like I'm here in New Delhi, this is where I am currently, and I'm like a pillar of light, I'm gathering light. I'm like a human pillar, and I'm bringing in light on the planet. It's bringing new structures, new crystalline structures that are being established on the earth. So all the humans that have moved into the 5th dimensional vibration are like this. But the grid is moving even deeper. So it's like there's more light potential that is available. So it's like taking root even deeper. And so so you will be supporting that as well now, in the sense that there is more power there for you. So when you choose a certain role in your life, you make certain empowered choices that are very different from the norm, or that require you somehow to be aligned with yourself and to surrender. So essentially the first phase is just to let go, surrender, that nothing here belongs to me, nothing is mine anyway. And then whatever spirit presents you with, to then be able to recognize the right choice and to make it and to live in service of that. So this is power. So when you're able to do this, you as the new empowered souls, then what you're doing essentially also at the same time is landing new light on the planet. It's making the grid very, very solid and very, very strong. So that leads to new light potential on the planet. It leads to faster changes. So we will probably see also masses interacting in new ways with each other. So I was talking about new intelligence. So yeah, so it's like the human is becoming a bit more balanced, and there is the intelligence that comes from this more mental realm, but there's also the intelligence of the heart. And humans now are recognizing, and there are many more humans in the masses that will be doing this, where they are able to evaluate first from a heart place, from their sense of values. Only when we as humans know what it is that we need, what it is that our values are we able to make proper choices? In the sense that if I don't even know, do I value money? Do I, more? Of course, I value money, but what is my prime focus here? Is it this or is it that? And if I don't know what it is, I'll just want everything. I'll be a waste on the planet, in the sense that I will want this, I will want that, and it's just accumulating everything, being confused, and then it's almost like just taking and taking from the earth, and not being able to live sustainably. Whereas first, when I do the inner work of knowing what my values are, at least for the now, this is my focus, this is what I value, and I make choices, those choices will be more fulfilling for me, because they'll take me deeper into the service of that, into interacting with whatever it is I'm choosing, whatever energy I'm choosing. At the same time, it'll be less wasteful for the planet, because the things I need, whether that's other people in support of me, whether that's physical things, all of that will be used in a wise way, and it won't be a wastage. So these humans that are landing this new consciousness now will be able to make better choices. And so these are choices that are based in the heart. They know what their values are, and from there the next stage is intelligence, is how to use those resources, those people, everything that's come to them as a blessing, how to use it wisely, how to use it intelligently. Then so that is the scope of the new human, where it's also heart based, where it's not just like we're building, we're making like concrete jungles, and it feels like there's a lot of outer progress, like there's these beautiful buildings that are there, and they're so well designed and all of that, but also how much is necessary. So the first step has been the it's not like we're just taking from the earth, almost like we're raping her. That action, the penetrative action, the outer action that is there, it's not just something hollow, it's not just something for me, it's aligned with the balance of the earth, it's aligned with honoring Mother Earth, you see. So humans in their daily lives, in small ways, will be able to make choices that are more balanced in this way, so their intelligence is also becoming a bit more balanced. So there's this dark blue ray, which is the masculine ray, the ray of masculinity, and the magenta ray, which is a more feminine ray, although both are pretty balanced. But I saw these two rays, lighting up. Like I saw an image essentially of like a human head. It's such a bad drawing, I don't want to show, but it's like, where you have those aliens or those humans, hybrid humans, and there's intelligence. You can see like the DNA and the neural systems, the nervous system, neuro pathways is what I'm trying to say, and things light up. So it's this new intelligence that has landed, but it's not just here it's also coming from a space of flow in the heart and this balance of the heart. So the body is balanced, and the intelligence is also informed from the body, from what I feel, the connection that I feel to the earth. So first I've established my connection and value with the earth, and then from there my intelligence comes. Then I become this really empowered, this really balanced human. Even if nobody else knows how empowered I'm living in such a balanced way. So inside of myself there will be this deep balance, this just grace that is there. So new intelligence this way is landing in the humans. There's more of a flow state, there's more of a state of I feel first, and I feel what is right, and then I deliver. Is about the rise of the divine masculine. And I was watching some previous videos of mine where I predicted, I think it was from 2 years ago, that the divine masculine is now rising and is able to support the feminine in different ways. I'll link that video up here, or here, I think it's here. But now the divine masculine is actually rising at a whole new level. The female pioneers on this planet have been feeling a severe lack of support, for the past however many years, ever since we had our own empowerment, our own enlightenment, our own embodiment, whatever you want to call it, because in those pioneers that are male in body, um, they were sort of held at a different level. They weren't allowed to rise to a certain degree until now, because it was for certain reasons, and I've spoken about this in other videos, so I won't go into details, but it has to do with the fact that the feminine needs to rise first. Nobody has seen, on this planet, the feminine come into her full balance of being totally feminine and embodying her masculinity and being completely free and wild and, expressing herself, also being completely vulnerable, completely raw and soft. All of that is beautiful, and all of that has been judged and not allowed to come up for the reason that that is the first stage that is needed for real change to happen. The feminine goes first and then the masculine. So because the feminine has held space for so long and has felt sort of, let's say, unsupported, now the masculine is allowed to come up, and I'm seeing this happening as well, not amongst the masses, but amongst some souls that are, have moved into the fifth dimensional vibration and higher. So these men are coming into their full power. They're coming into Christ consciousness, and this is not just men, it's also beings that are masculine, humans that are masculine. But I am also specifically talking about males as well, because they were held, a little bit, like I said, holding their gateway, doing their service at a certain level for a certain reason. But now that is being released, and we will be seeing in 2022 men also, and the divine masculine in women also, and all humans coming into full power of the I am state of Christ consciousness, where they can move into discernment and service, and not just, love and knowing what love is, going through this dark night of the soul period, going through this heart healing, getting this wisdom related to the body, doing body-based practices, but also outer movement, that discernment, that this is my service, this is the right action I need to take, this is what I need to protect. And so there can be more outer flow and more outer success that is there. Of course, this will be a bit slow, because first it's happening internally for these men and these masculine beings. And also for, like I said, for the women, you will be able to embrace your divine masculine in a more prominent way as well. There'll be less inhibitions around it, and I'm seeing this already happening within myself as well. So the other thing is that I do need to also mention is that in the lower rungs, in the masses, there will be a sort of these warlike energies. So I got the term the war of the worlds. Now, I don't want anybody listening to this to get scared or whatever, because I don't feel like it will turn into anything too drastic. There'll be clashes, there'll be friction. I don't even need to explain how or for what. We all know what's happening. We all know what the energies are like. But this doesn't have to be your reality. So again, use the imbalance that happens in the world to remember who you are. So when something is imbalanced, when somebody shouts at you or somebody triggers you somehow, it's the most powerful time for you to choose, no, I am not that, I am this, I am the Christ. You see? So allow everything that is in your reality to serve you, to come into your Christhood. And they will be serving you in order to do that, in order to make choices that are more aligned. For example, they're having all these drastic measures all over the world. So that sort of leaves you sometimes with no choice. Like, you can't do certain jobs, you can't live in certain places. So you'll make these moves that you haven't made before, that you've been too scared to. So that's also alignment, you see. So just as I'm talking about chaos and disruptions, there's a lot of noise that's happening. So it doesn't need to stop, your own flow and the choices that you are making in the world. So we need to remember what we are within the chaos. And let me see, I'm just going to read through whatever I have left. So it says in the lower rungs, meaning the masses, lower just means lower vibration. There'll be more warlike energies, but they are mostly just a scare, like, more psychological and not allowed to take root. So if you're hearing of some psychological warfare or something like this happens, or certain things about control, it won't be allowed to fully properly take root, where you are so restricted that you can't function, because it's the Aquarian age, you see. Just because these guys are playing out the old energies, it doesn't mean they're sort of dying. The structures, the energetic foundations for them have already gone, like they don't hold any longer. So the chaos is just on the surface, and all of that is just sort of withering away. So it's not going to be the main thing that wins in the end. And it's funny because I watched a video by Astro Lada, by Lada Duncheva. I think her predictions also for 2022, and she was saying something similar with regards to astrology, which is so interesting. So for this reason, because the chaos can also get heightened, this is another reason that the divine masculine has been allowed to level up. Because they now have to protect the gates. Like, it's like the masculine protects truth. It protects the world. It protects its kingdom. If you think of a king, so the earth is our kingdom, or wherever you live, whatever you serve, that's your kingdom. And when you are in your masculine as well, you will be able to um, do the right discernment, make the right discernment, and then to take the right action that is needed in alignment with that discernment. And so service comes into play like this. So taking the right decision, making the right decision, taking the right action, and then the outer creation and expansion. So this is allowed as well. So in the sense of, maybe you have a small business, and for the past few years it's been on and off. It's an alignment with new energy, but it's been on and off. So perhaps the expansion of that will be allowed more now. In 2022, you'll see that outer prosperity can flourish more within new energies. So that begins to take root. And yeah, I think that's all that I want to say. I don't want to make this video super long, but I hope that these tips are helpful for you. I was a bit distracted because there's just so many people and so much noise and everything, but I think I got all the main points across. And let me know in the comments below what you think of them, if any of this is happening for you. Check out the discounts that I'm offering as well, just below this video. The links will all be there. And my guess is that in videos that are coming up, perhaps I will be expanding more on this. Right now it's also at a light level for me. Like, I receive certain images and certain codes essentially, and I'm just saying what they are. So let me know what you think, and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.